The first phase is over. What are the impressive announcements made by... No, we are not going there, Kingshuk and Alan. We are talking about IPL and IPL alone. The first half of the season is over. And one major thing is coming up in the next few days. Selection.
Yes.
T20
Right.
World Cup 2024 selections.
Yes. So Kingshuk thought at the start, before he entered the podcast room, he was like, let's talk about SRH a bit. Kingshuk, why are you wearing blue? Explain that.
Yeah, so this is the color that Captain Pat Cummins has absolutely smashed. Starting from India, RCB, Delhi Capitals, Mumbai Indians. And hopefully any other special jerseys, if teams have, they are welcome to wear blue against us.
And you're proudly wearing it.
Yeah, why not? Captain Cummins for the win, bro.
Will he steal the World Cup IPL trophy also?
Oh, have you seen that meme when they're saying that तेरे हीरोज को आईसीसी ट्रॉफी नहीं जीतने दिया आईपीएल भी नहीं जीतने दूंगा. It's that kind of a season from SRH.
So, getting back to, serious business, before Ajit Agarkar and his selection panel sit down to select the team, let's have a mock selection drill, yeah? Like, yeah. What about the opening combination? Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma?
Yes.
Travis said, we'll have to give an Aadhaar. No?
Aadhaar card.
One of the Sharmas for sure. I'm not sure.
Election season also.
Yeah.
Why not a Sharma opening?
Sharma opening.
Yeah, but on a serious note.
Yeah. I think
if your opening picks, if you are asked to pick up three openers, including one backup.
One backup. Rohit, obviously, since captain. I was leaning towards Yashasvi Jaiswal before the start of the IPL, but I think I would go with Abhishek Sharma. And one wild card entry probably. Someone I did not expect at the start of the IPL.
Are you coming to
in
Virat
between
Kohli?
the IPL, KL Rahul.
Whoa,
that is a proper wild card entry because the way that he has batted in the last 4 matches has been incredible.
Ever since the defense minister meme.
Yes.
Yep.
Ever since the defense minister meme, man has gone on an attack. So, I think KL Rahul for sure.
As the backup opener and wicketkeeper.
Yes.
That's a very good call.
Kinshuk, 2 things here.
Yeah.
One, Alan conveniently, left out Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Yes.
Right. For someone who has been part of the T20 side for the last 6 months at least, he was in good form. Had a terrific test series against England. If you guys are asking us why are you mixing formats, that's what the selectors have done for so many years.
Yeah.
And since we are doing the mock selection here, we'll also do the same, right?
Yes.
No, but
not
you
correct
have
their
to,
mistakes or whatever.
But what we have always been saying is look at form and then take the people, right? And I don't think we have not been doing that for a long period of time. And I think this is the best way you can take it. How can you just ignore what Abhishek Sharma has done? I can give you the example of that DC innings. I thought he was going to be left behind a lot by Travis Head.
On Saturday when they scored 125.
Exactly. And then he took on Kuldeep Yadav. Kuldeep Yadav is not some random bowler as the commentators were saying that day. He is a world-class bowler. He is someone who went to South Africa and took 5 wickets.
And nobody's touched Kuldeep Yadav this season at all.
And then after that, Abhishek got dismissed, a good catch by Akshar Patel. I think everybody kind of struggled against Kuldeep. Right? He picked up 4 wickets. So that shows that the man is in form. And why don't you pick a guy who is in form? Yashasvi Jaiswal, I understand that you're saying he has done so well. He was part of the Asian Games team.
Yeah.
He won the gold there.
Played
scored
well
100.
against Afghanistan also in the home series.
He did all those things. But you need to go by your recent form as well, right?
Yeah.
He has not shown that recent form since the start of the IPL.
Yeah.
Today he's going to be playing. He's going to play against MI and probably things will turn around.
Yeah.
But Abhishek Sharma cannot be ignored.
Yeah, but let's all keep this in mind also. Yes, there are around 7 more matches. For teams who qualify for the playoffs, maybe 9 or 10 more matches this season.
Yeah.
But there is only 5 or 7 days left for selection.
Right.
The deadline for the T20 World Cup initial squad is probably May 1, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
For a tournament that starts on June 1. Right? Yes, you can obviously change squads. But most international teams show reluctance in changing squads because you've trusted 15.
And
Unless
it
and
also
until there is
sends
an
a bad
injury.
message. It also
Yeah.
sends a bad message. But I don't agree with
Unless you're
your point.
Pakistan.
Oh, chaos.
You can
Thrive in chaos.
Thrive in chaos.
Army
But I don't
train.
agree to what you say. You say that that form has
Kingshuk,
to be
but
the only metric.
before you explain that, keep your SRH bias out and talk about.
Completely.
Yeah.
Because we have done this mistake in the past when in 2021 we ignored Yuzi Chahal and we took in
Varun Chakravarti.
Chahar and VC
VC,
in that
yes,
tournament.
yes.
And both were in brilliant form in the first half of the IPL. We selected the squad, they dipped in the UAE, we kept them, and then we know what happened in the World Cup.
Right.
At some point of time, when you select a ICC tournament squad, experience has to be taken into account. You cannot punish Yashasvi Jaiswal for his selflessness that he showed when he's played for India.
And man's looking very tired also, after that test series.
So,
where
that has to be brought into account, that it has been a very long season for him. Someone like Ishan Kishan went out of the South Africa tour because he was mentally fatigued. Yashasvi Jaiswal, whenever he's been called up, he has come, he has batted with a certain style, and you have to reward that. So at this stage, I do think that KL Rahul is a brilliant call. At least an interesting call, to be fair. So for me, it is Rohit Jaiswal fix, absolutely fix, because you have trusted these people. You have brought in Rohit, and like you say, KL Rahul for the third opening spot.
But again, I see it's not a recency bias, but you look at the style that Abhishek has been going, right? You know, it's not been like, oh, he's not batting, like he's getting edges here and there and going. He's batting with confidence. And you kind of have to reward that, right?
Yeah.
If you're not rewarding it now, then it will be a case where you will be like 4 years, 5 years down the line. The guy will still keep on performing. He'll probably end up being like another Sarfaraz Khan, who we rewarded a lot late. Maybe 2 seasons before he should have been there.
Yeah.
Even Surya Kumar Yadav, if you think about that.
Yeah. So there are a lot of cases like that.
But then that is where the selection call comes in. I think like this close to the World Cup, you have already tinkered with it by bringing Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli back in January, 5 months before the tournament.
Right.
Don't do it again. Maybe Abhishek Sharma is definitely the future. I have argued for a 2 left-handed batting combination in this podcast several times because a pace hitter and a spin hitter, both left-handed, if they are paired together at the top, they are destructive as hell. Maybe once the World Cup gets finished, bring in Abhishek Sharma. Bring him into the field.
See, there are 2 arguments floating around on social media, at least in media reports and all that.
We forgot to ask about your choice.
Yeah, I'll give my choice. But before that, one is in a major tournament like T20 World Cup, an ICC tournament, where the pressure will be huge, don't bring in a lot of new faces. It'll be detrimental for them also. Like, you ease players into the international format, right? Already making that jump from IPL and international has proved difficult to a lot of players. So why put them under undue pressure? And why not back the others? On the other hand, there is another argument saying that in 2007, this was not the case, where we went in with a fresh squad and kind of
also,
under Dhoni.
2007, nobody had any clue about what T20 was.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like every team has a specialist style of playing T20 cricket now.
Yeah.
Imagine Abhishek Sharma going there and then Dre Russ knocking the daylights out of him. That's going to be difficult. In terms of mental toll only. For the young cricketers, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. So if you ask me my 3 opening picks, I wouldn't pick, Abhishek Sharma obviously, but not at this stage. Not for the T20 World Cup. Maybe groom him in Zimbabwe. I think India are touring Zimbabwe for a T20 series later. I would rather have Yashasvi, Rohit and Virat. Virat as my opening pick because I wouldn't want him to bat at number 3 and that would take away a lot from the rest of your batting lineup. You can't play a spin hitter like Shivam Dube. So Surya coming in at 4 itself is a waste of potential, right? Your number 1 T20 batter. He should play the most number of deliveries. If Virat is going to play the World Cup, I'd rather have him open the innings for me.
Do you want like a full 3-4 people right-handed options at the top of the innings then? Because we have tried this combination.
Matchups too, as in if you're good enough, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, you can play.
Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Yes. Naseem Shah.
Steaming in.
Yeah.
Problematic, I think.
But again, if you're good enough.
Oh, so no Shubman Gill for any of us?
I don't think
T20
so.
format.
No. I think
he has not been in the mix. Yeah, he has been in the mix, but in and out. But he has to improve his T20 game. As like, if you're picking Shubman Gill over Yashasvi Jaiswal, that's a disservice. As in
I think
that's
this season also, I think Shubman has not had that kind of support system as compared to last season.
But then he would come out and argue that, like by your logic, he would come out and argue that I've been better than Jaiswal throughout IPL.
I don't know, because I think probably the approach, like how Akshay put out, probably the approach is not that great for Shubman at the moment. He is, yesterday's game also, he kind of played the anchor role, which was good.
And then didn't finish it.
Didn't finish it. He tried to up the ante and he got out.
Yeah.
So he's somebody who needs another guy who's aggressive at the other end. Okay, you can have a Rohit Sharma there, or you could probably have I don't know, like a Virat Kohli or somebody there. But anyways, you have Rohit Sharma there.
Yeah.
That worked out in the World Cup. But yeah, Shubman, like, no, not really. Not really.
That's why I think Gujarat Titans captaincy came to Shubman Gill at a very wrong time. He shouldn't have had taken this burden, especially when a T20 World Cup was coming up. If he wanted to stake a claim in that side, should have been a non-captain, maybe Rashid Khan or Williamson.
I also thought that it was a very odd call, because last season Rashid did captain when Hardik was injured. For Gujarat Titans to give Shubman the captaincy right before the T20 World Cup screamed like, oh, crazy.
I think it is also more than a Gujarat call. I think it was more of a Shubman call also. He wanted to prove that, I can be the next captain of the Indian team also.
Could be, yes.
Moving ahead.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Take your picks. 3 is a very important spot.
Yeah.
We have seen in the past how a certain Virat Kohli has, rescued India. Even in that knock against Melbourne, knock against Pakistan in Melbourne. Came in at 3 and did what he did that day.
Kohli, Surya, Samson, or Kohli, Surya, Pant for me.
If you're going with the Kohli opening this thing, I would have Surya at 3, Shivam Dube at 4, and Rishabh Pant at 5.
Same thing for me.
I'm going to make my line.
Why I am saying that is, like it's unfair to ignore what Surya has done.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you have to accommodate Virat, then probably have him open and have Yashasvi as your backup. I'll go with the same batting lineup. Probably Shivam Dube at number 4 because of his spin hitting ability. Dube at number 4 because of his spin hitting ability. That is why I said Virat should open, so that we have that extra firepower in the middle order.
If you're saying with the Virat opening thing, then obviously I think Surya has to come in.
But if Virat doesn't open, then Dube doesn't get a chance there.
Yeah,
it's very difficult to see him getting a chance there.
Yeah.
And it also sorts out your left-hander problem in the top 4.
Correct, that is true.
And Dube has shown that he's not hours of hitting pace also. Bouncers, yes, he still is not 100% confident, but he can survive. And we saw one of the finest tactical teams in the IPL. Leave alone the IPL, in T20 cricket, Mumbai Indians, they were afraid of bringing spin against Dube. So that mindset he has put in the opposition ranks. So I'd have him there. And number 5, yes, I'd go with either Pant or Samson. Depending on how well Pant plays the rest of the season, probably he should be in the 15. Initially we, in this same Sledging Room podcast, we said, he shouldn't be rushed in. And that knock against Sunrisers on Saturday couldn't get going. Like, it was not a very slow, sluggish wicket as well. Wickets were falling, but at the same time, you were not chasing somewhere 190 so that you can get to 170. You were chasing 260.
And you know what will happen? I think they'll select Pant and they'll make a star mark right beside him saying that
he's got to prove his fitness.
Yeah, depending on fitness.
But one more thing.
For both of you, Pant goes then.
Pant goes, but I will tell you one thing that I'm not liking about Rishabh Pant. He's not taking up that responsibility, especially when it comes to DC. I'm not happy with the fact that he's not taking the responsibility of of a run chase.
Yeah.
I probably thought in that SRH game he should have come up front. Instead of sending, Abhishek Sharma did hit 41. But I thought Rishabh Pant could have come in earlier.
Yeah. Could it be because that he's playing for that India spot, that number 5, number 6 spot?
I don't know what it is.
But why number 5? Why can't you bat 15 overs? Why do you have to just bat 5 overs to show that you're good enough to number 5?
I mean, could be, right? I mean, why not? Because you want to settle your place in the team.
No, you score a 70 of, say, 40 balls.
Yeah.
And you score 30 of 15 balls. Obviously, I would look at 70 more.
Yeah.
So that gives...
And in that game, I thought his experience was needed.
Yeah.
And, sending in an Abhishek Sharma is not enough.
Yeah.
Because, you had Fraser Magar going ballistic at the other end, you could have just dropped the anchor and rotated the strike so that you understood the wicket and you could have then gone. Because we all know what Rishabh Pant can do.
Of course.
Right? So that is one thing that I'm not liking. Probably when it comes to the Indian team,
exactly. But at the same time, when he plays for India, he's not going to play with someone, a dysfunctional top order.
Yeah.
His role might be very clear there.
Yeah.
Like whether he has to play the anchor or the middle order role or whether he has to play the finisher's role. So we all agree that Samson and Pant are wicketkeeper picks.
Yep. Yeah. For me, definitely.
No Jitesh.
No.
Jitesh has
again recency bias there, but yes.
Why is it recency bias? Like for me, Samson is not a recency bias. We went to West Indies last season. He hit a rapid 50. Did not care about if he was getting the big score or not. That's the exact kind of mentality that you need in that lower order spot. I mean, he's a great spinner. He's a great pace hitter.
This is Samson.
Yeah, Samson. And he can adjust his tempo according to the chase. And he's already done that in this IPL. So, but with Jitesh being how do you call it? Pigeonholed to that number 6, number 7 pace hitter spot, I think Samson is a much more dynamic player than him.
Yeah. And
so finally, Samson gets picked up in a World Cup team in the same format in that year.
In the correct format.
Format. Yeah.
Yes.
So hopefully, yes.
Yes.
So no one going for DK. He has openly come out and said that I'm willing to do that. But
I think 2022 we made a bit of a mistake with that DK call. We again saw him playing so well. We thought, he's going to do something. But that did not happen. I think international cricket kind of got to him.
Yeah.
And right now, no offense to him. Yesterday also when I was watching the game, I kept on telling to Dia, who's a RCB fan, that, DK is coming in. He's going to win you the match. Because I have that much faith in DK. I've always loved him, even during his KKR time and before that also. I always thought he was a very good batter. But yeah, not now. Not in the international cricket, this thing.
Kingshu, you also agree?
I mean, I have a concern with the West Indies pitches, with what DK is going to do.
Experience.
Like
on such pitches, sluggish pitches, when you're 30-for-5 maybe, and then DK comes in.
I think we have better hitters with us for those kind of conditions. Again, it comes down to that only. 1.5 years you have tried to build a team. Do you absolutely want to? I understand that you brought in Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Experience, Hardik was not there, Surya was not there. But do you want to really repeat 2022 once again? Is my only question.
Before we move on, anyone picking Dhoni?
Why not? Impact player.
Impact player.
One-legged Dhoni.
And what about the all-rounder spot? Like, you have a lot of contention.
I have written
Do you
it down.
pick Hardik?
Yes.
Do you take Hardik?
Yes. 100% yes.
You?
I'll take Hardik under one condition. He needs to stop doing whatever he's doing right now. I am not a fan of him.
Yeah.
He has to be that mad hitter who hit 91 of 33 at Eden Gardens.
Yeah.
Almost won them the game. I want that Hardik to be there.
Yeah.
Not this version of Hardik. I absolutely hate this version of Hardik. He is not... Why do you want to be MS Dhoni? That is my question.
Yeah.
That is a question that I don't think a lot of people are asking him also. Like, why do you want to become somebody else? MS Dhoni did what he did.
Because clearly his version, like him himself, is not the correct guy going around.
I have no idea why do you need to change.
Coffee with current guy we don't want back.
No, I'm not saying, please don't bring that version. I'm saying strictly let's stick to the cricketing field. Okay.
Yeah.
What MS Dhoni did, what I saw of MS Dhoni when I was growing up, I saw that he was a big...
Kapil Dev or MS Dhoni? Whom are you talking about?
MS Dhoni, please. Okay, I'm not that old yet. But that MS Dhoni was an absolute basher of the ball.
Yeah.
Then he realized that, okay, there are people who are way better talented than me. So I need to become this finisher. Now he did that because he has that talent to adopt, like be a versatile batter. Hardik is not. Hardik has always been, I have always thought he was kind of like India's answer to a Kieron Pollard. Okay. That being that big hitter, maybe sometimes he'll just knock it around, take some time and then accelerate at a very rapid pace. He's not doing that right now. I don't know what this Hardik Pandya is, to be very honest. But having said that, is there a Hardik Pandya replacement that you guys have in mind? Just saying, like, if you don't want Hardik Pandya to be there, let's say that this Hardik Pandya, the version that you're talking about, remains there
And this is how he's going to play for the next 3-4 months. Who do you replace Hardik Pandya with?
Pat Cummins. No, I don't see anyone. Because if Shivam Dubey is also a medium pace bowling... No,
But
he's
he
not
has
a bowling
to bowl
all-rounder.
in the IPL.
He's a batter who can bowl a bit.
Yeah.
So maybe his role is also the top order role. He's not someone who's finishing the games for you.
And also I think like if Hardik Pandya doesn't give you the batting that you're expecting from him, 33 ball 90, I think in Caribbean pitches, his the 3 balls that he bowls, top ball, slower, fuller length slower, and short of length slower, that's going to work very well
And
in
Rohit, I
West
think
Indies.
Rohit might be able to get the better out of Hardik Pandya than
Hardik Pandya
get himself.
I mean, Rohit did captain the last couple of overs in Punjab game and they did win it.
Yeah.
So
I think like what Kingshuk said, there is no replacement for Hardik Pandya. I think he needs to understand that. He needs to tweak his batting a lot.
Venkatesh Iyer?
Nah.
Not anymore.
Don't remind me. I have...
Vijay Shankar. These are the options. Look at the Gulf. Like, I'm not, no disrespect to any of the other cricketers, but Hardik Pandya is way ahead. Like you said, he needs to understand his role better and he needs to contribute whatever the team needs of him, not whatever he decides to contribute for the
team.
And
I think Rohit's not going to make him bowl the first 2 overs of the power play. That will be fixed for Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah, obviously.
Clarity of thought. Is that what Hardik's missing in this tournament?
Yeah. He needs Ashupa, I think.
Yeah.
He needs a better coach than probably Mark Boucher. Like Ashupa was...
And he needs a better captain than himself. Yeah. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
But what about the spin bowling slots? That there's a lot of competition for that as well.
Wait. What about Rinku Singh?
Oh, he's a given. The first name we write on the team sheet, right? So let's not... There's nothing much to discuss about him. Whatever he has done...
No, because I wanted to ask this because I saw this Mohammad Kaif team selection where there was no Rinku Singh.
No. Whoever selects a team without Rinku Singh kind of aren't getting the grip of what is happening.
Yeah, you are like far away from reality.
Yeah.
Which the selectors sometimes have shown they are.
But Ajit Agarkar, you have to give him credit for what he did in the England Test series, grooming those youngsters. And I think that selection committee, and looking at what the faith that India have shown in Rinku Singh and his performances, even he played a couple of ODIs in South Africa, if I'm not wrong. Right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so I think...
So he's even being prepped for those
even if you want to mix formats in the final minute, you'll be like, okay, he has done well in ODI, so we can pick him here. So...
What about Riyan Parag?
Not too. Like you discussed Abhishek Sharma, he needs to... Maybe not now, but yes.
Soon in the
future.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, maybe, see, a lot of... One IPL season... Maybe one more IPL season and one more strong domestic season. Because there have been a lot of players who have done what Riyan Parag did in their first seasons. Yes, I'm not doubting Riyan Parag's credential. What he has been doing for Rajasthan, phenomenal. And what he has gone through over the years.
Yeah.
It's, if you and I, whoever is watching this, whoever is listening to this, if you and I hear one negative comment, even for some mistake that we did, we feel very upset over. Like it irks us like for at least 5 minutes, even if you're someone who doesn't keep things in your heart.
Yeah.
But to see people, to see someone being trolled for their dance celebrations, I can't imagine being Riyan Parag. And from there to come out like this and do this, yes, he deserves an India call-up. On our Aaj Tak radio podcast, I said he might captain India one day.
Yeah, and he's also very young, He's very young. He has a lot of time in his hands. Yeah. And clearly we are playing ICC tournament every single year.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of tournaments to play in future.
Exactly.
He'll be fine.
So I think not now, but maybe in the future.
Right. Now, spin bowling.
Yeah. 2 slots. 2 slots, 3 slots.
3 slots.
2 slots.
Why 2 slots? An all-rounder, spin bowling all-rounder?
Because aren't you guys already down to 7?
No, I'm not talking about the 11. Let's just fill the 15.
Slots, just slots. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Chahal?
Oh,
wow. What a comeback.
Hope Ajit Agarkar is thinking what you're thinking.
No, but why would you not select Chahal?
Ask them. No one has selected Chahal for the last 2 World Cups. ODI World Cup.
World Cup. He was not selected for.
2022, he was not there. 2021, he was there, but he was benched. I think Chahal's last World Cup appearance was 2019. As in where he got a game was in 2019.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, correct.
2021, he didn't play. T20 World Cup, he didn't play.
So Chahal won and then?
Kuldeep.
2 wrist spinners. Then?
2 wrist spinners, you won't... If you have to play 2 spinners in the 11, you can't play 2 wrist spinners.
Yep.
At least that's what they will think.
No
Unless Kuldeep becomes an overnight batting sensation, Rohit Sharma would want a batter at number 8.
Kuldeep's batting has definitely reduced. I thought Kuldeep was a better batter before.
Akshar?
No Jadeja.
No Jadeja.
No,
No
as in,
Jadeja. Controversy.
I'm so sorry to say this, but Jadeja is not a T20 player.
Mm.
That time is beyond him.
Yeah.
He's a very good test player.
Mm.
He can play a very good ODI game also with the bat and ball.
And field.
And fielding, absolutely. But Akshar Patel, any day. Because
Will you have Jadeja in your 15 or not?
Are you the Sledging Room's MSK Prasad? You don't want 3D players, kya?
I don't understand what... Akshar's fielding is also not that
Okay,
bad.
Jadeja in the 15 or not?
See, I think I am thinking, like you said, with the selectors thing, I think they'll end up taking Jadeja anyways.
Mm.
They will end up taking Jadeja anyways. But if you ask me, I think what Akshar brings to the table, coming in and bowling in the power plays also, he's been very good under Rohit Sharma.
Yeah.
Coming in and bowling in the power plays. He has given breakthroughs also.
Mm-hmm.
He can bat very well. His fielding is also way better.
Yeah.
So I think, why would you not have Akshar Patel in that lineup? Gives you more depth.
You?
I think taking Jadeja to a tour of West Indies and USA and not playing him is a travesty. I don't know. But I don't know what's the 15 going to look like, but I don't think Jadeja for me makes it to the 11 at least. The Akshar is a fantastic bowler. He can bowl at different phases. What else do you want?
So if you pick two spinners in the 11, who would they be?
Akshar spot fixed. Kuldeep or Chahal. Mostly Kuldeep, but slightly Chahal.
Same, I guess. Same with me.
I had a discussion with Saurabh, one of our colleagues.
They know who Saurabh is. Everybody knows
everybody
Saurabh. He has a
knows
cult.
He's not there.
A couple of comments will be asking, where is Saurabh? Why is he not there? Where have you hidden him? Etc.
So I was rooting for Jadeja back then. This was a week back. But like you said, what Akshar did in that game against Sunrisers, like the finest batting unit of this season was literally a little shaken when Akshar was bowling. They were not trying to hit him.
Yeah.
When Heinrich Klaasen tried to hit him, he was out bowled.
Yeah.
So I think that ability you need, because if Rohit suddenly decides, okay, I need to save 2 overs of Bumrah for the death, you need someone to fill in an over in the power play.
Yeah.
And Akshar can be a reliable option, even if he bowls the 5th, 6 overs, which supposedly are the most difficult overs to bowl in a power play for a bowler. I think Akshar ahead of Jadeja for me. And like you said, Chahal and Kuldeep. Chahal should I think if you ask me,
Chennai boy has turned against his
own.
What
Jadeja not even in the 15.
What's the word for Jadeja now?
Talapati,
yes.
Yeah. Jadeja not even in the 15. Growing up, I was not a big Talapati fan also. So maybe after that tagline came. Yeah, but Jadeja not in the 15 for me.
Lot of emotions Akshay is going through right now. Tears, internal bleeding. Okay. Everything's happening.
I don't think we have time for my emotions. Let's fill up the pacer slot. While we were having food, Alan was giving me a couple of interesting options.
Who's there?
He said maybe we should try and convince Trent Bolt to bowl the power play overs.
Definitely.
Now, but apart from Bumrah is a starter. I think all of us agree that.
But Bumrah is a starter. What are you saying?
Bumrah is the first name on the team list.
How many players are the first name on the team sheet? Rinku's first name on the team sheet. Bumrah. Oh, you're ambidextrous. Kya?
Yeah. Rinku.
दोनों ऊपर नीचे लिख दो.
And then with maybe some other thing, I'll write KL Rahul's name also. But apart from Bumrah, any Siraj, are we taking him? As in, will you trust him? As in, he himself has said that he needed a break. RCB gave him a break for a match, and he has been cribbing about the impact player rule also. Yeah. But I don't think you should repay your faith in him because he has done well in T20s also. I think one bad RCB, you can't judge a player when he's playing for RCB, right? So,
wow.
Okay.
Especially bowlers.
Avesh Khan?
Avesh, yes.
RCB fans can't catch a break in this podcast, man. Every single episode. Yeah. Some or the other thing.
Just because you're playing for RCB doesn't mean that you're bad. It's just...
Yeah. Only Virat Kohli catches breaks here.
Yes.
Okay. Avesh Khan, third pacer?
No.
Then who's your third pacer?
One left-handed option for sure. Harshit Singh.
Harshdeep, he has played for India over the last year or so. He was in the part of the build-up for the T20 World Cup. Yeah. But his form for Punjab, likewise, you're saying
completely
don't judge a player when he's playing for Punjab, is it?
Could be. My only thing is that when you say that Siraj at RCB is getting bashed or whatever it is, he's not going to play the same role like that he'll do for India. And having Bumrah in your bowling lineup gives you a lot of cover. We have seen that for MI. Bumrah literally carries that attack around. They don't have a exceptional spinner. They don't have another exceptional Indian bowler. He just carries the whole team around and wins them games, man. That gives Siraj the license to whatever, not go full attacking and try to get wickets and hit for runs. I think Siraj does much better for that reason. Similar with Arshdeep Singh. My only the player that I'm not going to pick is Mukesh Kumar because I don't think that he's the best T20 option that we have. So Arshdeep, Siraj and Bumrah for me.
You, Alan?
Arshdeep is a bit of a, like, again, it might be my recency bias, but Arshdeep is like, he's not performed well at all. I think maybe because he's playing for Punjab also. I don't know why. Siraj, again, I think he's nailed on. Like, whenever he has put on the Indian team jersey, he's been a different beast altogether. He has done well. Like Kingshuk said, that Bumrah freedom is always going to help out as well. So, yeah, I think Bumrah, Siraj, left arm option. You know, I always wanted Mohsin Khan to be there, but his fitness is a big prop.
He was in the kind of reckoning to be in the mix at least, but last
Mayank,
IPL. No one's
Why are we not
Mayank
talking
Yadav.
about Mayank?
See, if you're talking about Mayank Yadav, I am going to bring in Harshit Rana also. That's my thing.
Harshit Rana, who?
He is a leader of our bowling attack. He's the best bowler
he
that
has
we
been
have.
doing really well for KKR.
Yeah,
He should have just said sorry after bowling that beamer to Virat Kohli on Saturday, but he didn't do that.
Why?
But apart from that,
why?
But Harshit is actually a good pick, right? He has control, he has pace.
He's the thing that I liked about Harshit, apart from the game that he bowled to Joss Butler and got hit, everybody got hit, is the fact that over to Andre Klaasen, where he started off with a pace delivery, got hit. Next 5-6 balls were all pace off and smartly bowled. Yeah. He did not let that.
Unlike Hardik Pandya to MS Dhoni,
he did not let that pressure get to him. And that's that is the kind of a bowler.
Good head
under shoulder. A guy like Rohit Sharma, who's known to use his bowlers well. Yeah. Could be a very good option. I think maybe a reserve bowler or something like that.
They will actually take some reserve bowlers as well, right? What about Nattu? Left arm option who's in good form.
His good forms are low full tosses, man. I understand it's not an easy ball to hit, but I think the bowling contingent that we have in India is definitely like just above
the World Cup winning captain's favorite bowler at the moment is Natarajan.
But yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think Arshdeep will be given the long.
Yeah, I think he should also get the
long rope.
Can swing the ball both ways, can bowl in death, has cutters with him.
And can, like death bowling is a very big thing.
And most importantly, no scene. Wait, for which team? India or USA?
He did spend some time in US also, right? Yeah. So
he did well again for Punjab against Gujarat. Coming back, Charles Langelwelt has said
till that game, Harshit was leaking at 11 every single game. Yeah. That one game, whatever recency bias you talk about, one game cannot be the recency bias
for your team. Yeah.
So if we have to pick a left field squad, then we'll have Abhishek Sharma, Riyan Parag, Harshit Rana, Mayank Yadav. Mayank Yadav a little too early, I think.
Yeah, Mayank Yadav.
Even in that...
Shreyas Iyer won't even make that squad.
Yes.
I am talking about uncapped players who can probably make a T20 World Cup squad under MS Dhoni's captaincy.
Yes.
36.
The youngster MS Dhoni.
Repeat 2007 again.
I think India should field two teams. No? One under MS Dhoni's captaincy and one under Rohit Sharma's captaincy. Who wins the final, we'll see.
That'll be interesting.
So you've already assumed that both the teams will go to the final. Pakistan have just picked Mohammad Amir, Shaheen Afridi and Naseem Shah.
Yeah.
A statement making team.
And they had one of their good batters, Azam Khan, injured. With army
Mohammad Rizwan has also picked up an injury.
Yeah, army training not...
Probably we should dedicate an episode for picking Pakistan's 15. Which will not be less than... It will be like 4-5 hours.
1 hour. 1 hour, I think we should have Saurabh making a cameo appearance also.
But on that note, that's all the time we have. I think... But the selection day, as they call it, is approaching us quite fast. And I think our viewers and listeners should also Let us know their thoughts. Probably list down their 15 in the comments section.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this podcast on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Spotify, please do rate us. And like we always say, if you're watching us on YouTube, do leave your comments and give us your feedback on whether this team can end the ICC trophy drought for India. Thank you. Have a great week.